there are the hookers that like and love their job because
course.
it's easy money.
Not only that, but they might actually just enjoy actually have sexual intercourse with whoever.
Uh, I think
There's freaks.
I
There are
told him
freaks.
I told him that, and he told me that 90% of them will say no. They just feel asexual and they don't give a fuck.
That, but they might actually just enjoy actually have sexual intercourse with whoever.
I think
There's freaks.
I
There
told
are
him, hey, welcome to Dudes on Filter. Today we have a very special episode, as usual, to the million and million of followers we have. Also, we have a very moody Dennis today in here. I don't understand the reason. Also, he is very red because of sunburns. How are you, buddy?
Doing good. Doing good.
Yeah. Why are you moody?
How about you?
I'm not moody today. I'm usually moody. I am usually the moody guy.
What's the subject?
You want to go straight to the point?
That's why we're here.
Well, basically, well, I mean, I don't. It's not something that is happening, but it has been happening for a long time. Why do people? I mean, we are in 2025 right now. Why do people still consider taboo pornography, sex related content?
I don't think it is taboo, but people are trying to reinforce it as going back centuries.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I don't get it.
I don't think it ever been taboo like it is now. Like when you think about how advanced we are as a
Society?
species.
Yeah.
Look at monkeys; they don't give a shit.
The bonobos are all
look
day.
at bunnies; they don't give a shit.
Bonobos are all day.
Yeah, precisely. And whatever animals that fucks a lot, they're all the same. So I don't know.
Dennis is.
Gesundheit. Producer.
Okay. But I don't understand
Why it's being...
why things like this new I read. Well, there are two
What'd you
news
read?
I read.
What'd you
The first one is about Kurt Adams Rosenthal's. He's a British paddler.
Okay.
Okay, he have some spicy OnlyFans post
So?
because he wanted to gather money.
Like a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But
for-
without
to
asking
train-
people for help.
to train
Actually
for the
just
Olympics.
Work hard to get your money.
Yeah, of course. And he has been banned from the trainings and the competitions. So he cannot go to the fucking Olympics just because he has an OnlyFans account.
Maybe it's because everybody who sits in the committee has this one, and he has this one.
Probably.
Maybe it's a personality trait.
Probably. I read the news. I don't know him. I haven't even seen a picture. I'm going to check. Maybe it's a girl.
You know what is funny? If you look at even cartoons in the past, cartoons in the present, it's still very sexual. Not only that, but it's very political and about sexuality and genderism,
Yeah, it's
whatever. And now there's a guy actually trying to make his way by going the way that I'm guessing they have millions of content creators, at least thousands and thousands and thousands of content.
OnlyFans?
Yes.
Hundreds of thousands,
And
maybe
it's
millions. Yeah.
ridiculous that that's a point of... I can understand it maybe a little bit better if you're a kindergarten teacher and you do it. It's a little fucked up, but your private life is your fucking private life.
Yeah.
Unless you sign an agreement and a contract that says, you have to, at least in the working hours or even outside of the working hours, you have to be at a level of decency. Okay, then you kind of did it yourself, but outside of that, your private life is your private life. If you want to fucking go to a whole house, you want to go to a gangbang, you want to be in a swinger club, who's going to define if it's right or wrong? It's
You
bullshit.
remember the football player we're friends with that is kind of famous, who's a very well-known person. we told him, hey, let's go to the strip club. And he said, no. Then
I can't be seen there.
Then tomorrow I'm going to be in the news and everybody will say, oh, you saw this guy whoring around and shit. No.
You know what's funny? If you look
Dude, what the fuck?
If you look at baseball players, you look at NBA stars, do they give a shit? No, they're caught in fucking Las Vegas every fucking week.
Doing
Strip
crazy
clubs,
shit.
whorehouses, parties with chiquitas. I think it's...
And some of them get canceled. Some others, they don't. It's like, nobody gave them.
But it's also bullshit if you look at the people that actually are the ones you elect and the ones to define the law, is the people that are probably the worst. Not only with drugs, not only with sexuality, but with lobbyism and all this stuff that they're doing behind your back, where they're making money, or they're fucking hookers, or they're doing that and they're doing this. They don't give a fuck. They just want to define what your life should be.
It reminds me of the Maradona case. I am a huge fan of Barcelona Football Club. It's my team. All my life, I have been very, very obsessed during a period of my life about Barcelona. But Barcelona in the 80s.
You're going back
in the 80s when they had this President Núñez, I think it was. They got Maradona, the greatest
at that time.
At the moment, probably the second best in history after Messi, because the GOAT is the GOAT. The thing is, Maradona, the trainer, the coach, in those days was a German guy, very, very strict. And he used to wake them up at 7 a.m. And at 7:30, everybody should be from Monday to Sunday, every day in the training. And Maradona was like, what the fuck, dude? I am a chill guy, talented. I like to sleep late. I make millions. I don't want to. I am not in the fucking army. So also he used to go party every night, and sometimes he missed the training. And Núñez got crazy about Maradona. He got obsessed about kicking him out of the club. And Maradona gave him, and in several interviews, he also mentioned that he did it on purpose because he was, he loved Barcelona, he loved the playing there, but he was tired of Núñez and the press. So in the final game against Athletic Bilbao, I think it was, he started a fight with a Basque player. So he gave Núñez the excuse to kick him out. So he sold it to Napoli.
Napoli, yeah. Naples.
Yeah. So the thing is, that was in 1986. So almost 40 years.
Not a bad trade for both of them, more or less.
No.
In some way, like in Naples, he became God. Bigger than God.
He was already.
Yeah, but not in Naples.
No, well, but in Naples, in Napoli, he was like, nobody understood. The best player in the world right now, playing for us, in our team. Like, our team is fucked up. Some people say that there was
mafia money
there.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's not my business. That's up to the authorities to check. But
anyways.
But yeah, the thing is, 40 years after, and we're still doing the same shit.
But we're moving forward in other ways, and forward or backwards, whatever you wanna. I find it ridiculous that a person can use a Kickstarter, no problem. It's like baking. It's like asking for handouts. But if you want to work hard by selling something that is yours on a website that is for everybody, then you become less of a role model or a problem or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's bullshit that at this point in time that you're still not an adult. People are still. It's like we're still in kindergarten. If we don't get elected, we're just kids. And only adults there is. This is the one you elect. It's bullshit. Fuck off.
It's total bullshit.
Yeah, I can't do anything without your permission. What?
Dude, it also reminds me, not so long ago, here in in the podcast. I don't know if it was in this one or in Sales Point. We were discussing what will I do for money right now. Right now, for example, I have money in my bank account because I got my salary.
I don't have enough.
I know, me neither. I don't have enough.
If the money is big enough, I still get into some shit.
If you tell me, will you eat this plate of shit per 100 euros? Right now, I will tell you, no, I don't need it. But the last day of the month, oh my God, I even think about it, you know?
Yeah.
So everybody have their price for everything.
I think so, yeah.
And who are you? Who is anybody to judge me for that?
That's the problem, right? Everybody's judges now because you're on social media. All of this, they're judging. Everybody's a judge of something.
I don't understand.
I don't understand why you can't just have an opinion. You don't have to judge
opinions
people.
are amazing.
Just say, hey, we don't approve of what you did, how you did it, but you qualified, you did your thing, you went from A to Z. Go. Why are you a bad... Movo, if you win and you're a woman, you can get in front of all these sexy magazines and you can come back in 4 years. A fucking guy does it on OnlyFans and you're not welcome anymore. What the fuck is that?
How many famous actresses, singers, models, athletes also have been in Playboy?
Not only Playboy, fucking Hustler. That's the big one that is for sports? Sports Illustrated?
Yeah.
So if you go on that, you cannot be an Olympic athlete?
That's stupid.
Why is that less porn?
It is stupid.
You basically just keeping your your underwear on. That's it. Or maybe a nipple, whatever. That's it. I think it's so... who defines? But why is it even needed to be defined? As long as you don't go out and do anything illegal, you should be able to do whatever.
Of course.
Stay within the frame also. It's Danish. But frame of legality, and you should be able to... If he wants to swing his dick at the wall and he makes some money...
It reminds me...
Why is it my problem?
It reminds me... I don't know. This is a sexist old guy that told me this.
Was it you?
No.
A different one?
Yeah, it's one of my uncles. He said once, he told me once.
Is his name also Gerardo?
No.
Okay.
There are three kind of hookers. And I immediately, when he told me that, I immediately thought on The Wolf of Wall Street when in the movie he mentioned, there are three kinds of hookers. The cheap ones, the middle ones. With the cheap ones, you need to wear a condom. With the middle ones, you should do it also, but sometimes. And then you have the blue chips one that those.
They're clean.
They're clean, but they are very expensive. So no, but he was meaning that there are the hookers that like and love their job. Because it's easy money.
Not only that, but they might actually just enjoy have sexual intercourse with whoever.
I think
there's freaks.
I told him that, and he told me that 90% of them will say no. They just feel asexual and they don't give a fuck. So
they just have that out of mind moment.
Yeah. They like that job because it's easy, give good money, and they can travel and they are free. Then the second kind of hooker is the one that is poor and is fucked up and have children.
So it's work.
And for her, it's a need. She needs to work on that because she is not talented, or maybe she have small kids and she cannot work 8 hours a day outside, or 8 hours. That's, I don't know, maybe in a Scandinavian country, people work 8 hours. But if you go to Spain, you know when you start working, but you don't know when you're back home.
But here you decide, I want to work 2 hours a day.
Precisely. And then is the third, that is the one that is fucked up because she is being forced to. So...
Well, I would say the second one can still have a little twist to it. Drugs. Fucked up on drugs.
Yes.
Meaning they're fucking for drugs. They're not fucking because they enjoy it. They're not doing it because it's work. They're doing it to stabilize or whatever, sustain their addiction.
Oh, yeah. The second one, yeah, can be, but it's a person that feels that okay, I have no money, I'm fucked up
Yeah.
economically, and I
And
gotta
that's
do
him.
this.
He's in the second one because he felt I have no other choice to gather this money than to sell my body.
Probably he had another choice.
Okay,
But
we don't,
he
but we
went
don't know
that-
that. But we
we don't know
see it as it could be. It could be that he found a way.
I'm gonna ask.
Maybe he's a pretty guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. I'm gonna ask you something. If you were again,
Yes.
20 years old,
Yes.
you were a pretty, wouldn't you do it?
Oh hell yeah! How are we doing all day long?
I will do it now that I'm old, I'm fat, I'm fucked up. I will do it now
If
if,
I
if
lost-
it wasn't
if-
because I have a girlfriend.
I would still do it. I don't give a fuck.
No, she's annoyed.
If I need money,
Every time I tell her I'm gonna do
how are we gonna pay?
OF, and, no.
If we don't make money, how are we gonna make money?
Yeah.
Why? If people want to see this, pay me. I'm good.
I don't know.
Jesus.
We're probably losing views because of that.
No, but if people want
You
to pay
just
for it,
you
why not?
just wanna show that you got tan today. I know you. You wanna show. Yeah. Look at me. I got sun. Yeah, Scandinavians fucked up. Fuck you. I got sun. You don't.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it though. I enjoy it, son. I'm so happy that we got to have a pool day today.
It was
It
nice.
was amazing.
That's the reason when you sat here and you were moody. I was wondering why. It's because I took too long.
No.
Why are you moody today?
Anyways,
You gotta
it
travel.
was a good
tonight.
pool day.
You gotta travel tonight, right? Oh, I found the reason. He gotta travel tonight. He's going far away from the producer for a few days. He won't
Oh yeah,
see.
she cried.
He won't see his best friend for a few days.
She looked at me and then she said, "Why are you laughing?" And then she.
But you want to know what is the worst? It's not the only news in this same week about more or less the same.
You mean the girl with the football team?
Yes, it's the Carlstock Football Club.
Never
Football
heard of
club. It's based in Cornwall.
Okay, so UK.
Yeah. They retract about receiving the sponsor
From her.
of Bonnie Blue. Bonnie
idea.
Blue is
Okay.
is an adult star.
Porn
OF.
or
Porn.
OnlyFans? Okay.
No.
Both.
Both. Yeah. And this girl, well, she wanted to be that her brand is in their T-shirt and everything.
But you know
it's
what?
a full sponsorship.
You know what's funny? People allow betting on their shirts. Not only that, but when you take the highway in LA, you see OnlyFans fucking billboards.
Yes, you see them.
But oh fuck no, getting it on a shirt. 6. Oh, what is that?
I don't understand, dude.
It's bullshit.
Most of the teams have casinos on them, and the boxers, when they are in a fight, they even have tattoos of the something poker.net and shit like that. Are you fucking kidding me?
But porn.
It's pornography. What the fuck?
It's not even a porn, it's a brand. She is her brand, and just because she does that, that makes her less of an entrepreneur. I think it's just, again, the world is going ass backwards when it comes to the definition and the understanding of porn and sexual activities now. It's bullshit. Everywhere it's trying to be regulated. It's trying to change the rules. It's trying to force people to see it differently. I think it's disgusting. Everybody goes out every fucking Friday and Saturday to try and get fucking laid. Oh, we can't talk about that. Fuck you. Like, this is ridiculous that we have to have a... Now, the view on sex, when I have to have the chat with my son, I have to make it fucked up, make him scared of having sex.
Do you remember when you were like, I don't know, because you're same age as me, but 15 years old, 14 years old, and you start using internet. And
I used it earlier, but yes.
earlier, yeah.
Well,
too,
no,
like-
back in the day we had VHS.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
good
But
days.
how hard before the internet? How easy or how hard was watching porn?
Easy. We had after 12. After 12.
Yeah.
we
The,
had
the
this softcore, yeah.
softcore shit on the
Yeah.
phone song.
Yeah, but not only that, it was
The sex
VHS.
files.
There's always somebody who had something.
But the thing, but it was like, in PlayStation, I have the CDs for PlayStation that you can.
My mom got pissed at me once because I found this game where you sat like this with the fucking joystick, and I was playing it, and she got pissed at me because it was porn. Oh, it was amazing. Now I remember.
But you had this VHS, and that video you watch it, you give it to a friend, or
Of
you
course.
sell it, or you rent it.
We even watched it together.
Yeah.
It was a group activity. Now it's
Yeah.
gay.
It's like the Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, we all sat like in family to watch the video. Oh my God, it's Pamela Anderson, yeah.
I remember when the girl from High School Musical, her video came out. Oh my God, I Googled everything to try and find it. I couldn't find it. I've never seen it.
No?
No, I tried so hard because it was everywhere.
Now
Jesus
I
fucking
guess
Christ.
it's easy to find it.
Yeah, I'm guessing I haven't tried because back in the day, I thought she was beautiful. Now, I'm not my type, so I wouldn't do it now. But Pamela Anderson,
Yeah.
then, I would Google it right now.
Yeah,
I don't fucking care.
Of course.
Fuck, she was...
No, but I saw her recently.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying... Going back.
But the thing is that even that we had our ways,
And people will
it
find new
wasn't
ways.
that easy. But when more or less we had 13, 14 years old, internet started to normalize those shits. And now, dude, we're almost 40, and
Now we're going to be told we
it's
can't watch porn.
everywhere.
We can't watch porn anymore.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But sex
It
sells.
gotta be-
It's bullshit.
Of course.
Look at the advertisements. Look, everything is sex. If you don't use sex in some kind of... Look at the conference we just went to. How many dudes went just because we had 2 girls?
Yeah.
Sex sells. It is what it is. The
Temptation.
harder you make that to be a thing, the more it becomes a thing. Because if you have to fight to get it, you're going to go harder.
Yeah.
You'll buy fucking VPNs. I don't know what you can do, but you can probably do a bunch of different things with computers. You will start buying fucking computers that you can't track in the same way and stuff like that. You're just creating a different market.
It's like the
You're
drugs.
fucking stupid.
It's like the
It's
drugs.
drugs, yes. It
You
is.
drugs
Say,
are
you
forbidden.
can't watch porn? Oh, I'm going to show you I can watch porn.
Yeah. You forbid most of the countries. Marijuana is forbidden, but those countries, those places like Amsterdam, Uruguay, New York, that pot is allowed, it's normalized.
Yeah, but if you-
Nobody gives a fuck,
Look
and they make money on taxes.
But look at Red Light District. They were actually reviewing these women in some way to say, again, these girls are doing what they have to do. They go to the gynecologist. They
Yes.
get these, okay, you're A plus or B minus or whatever.
Yep.
At least you know what you're going into. If you make it more hard, all you're going to fuck is a random chick on a boat or something, and you don't know what she has.
Of
and
course.
condoms are, what, 97% safe?
I think it's 99, but yeah. I
I'm
get
pretty
you.
sure, unless they improved it,
But
it's
there
97.
are some diseases that you cannot
But imagine
prevent
you're
with a
stupid
condom.
enough to do it without. Then you don't know what you get. So again, making it harder makes it more tempting.
Do you know? Do you remember Indiana Jones?
Dorsch?
There is a scene where the girl is putting her hand into a hole to pull a lever, and a lot of spiders and snakes were crawling and cockroaches.
It's been a lot of movies, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I imagine myself getting laid with a hooker without a condom. I imagine putting my dick
That's
in
what
that
it-
hole. Yeah,
That's that.
that's crazy.
Jesus. You remember that scene in Scary Movie?
Which one?
Yeah, but there's only one iconic scene with the Anna Faris, the blonde chick,
Yeah.
where she has the sparked wire and electric wire around her vajayjay and shit. And then that is amazing. Like, that's what you're going to try and do because you're trying to force it, the normality out of it. just becomes more fucked up. But then you wait longer and you're gonna work harder for it.
Charlie Sheen died of a overdose of Viagra.
He did.
No, in the scary movie.
Okay, I thought what?
I think
But
it was Charlie Sheen. Yeah,
You never know though with him.
yeah, Charlie Sheen.
But I
is
think
very
we need
special.
to stop trying to change what is normal and what is not. You can change certain things or improve it, I would say, but changing something that's been around that I would probably say is the oldest trade, if it's not, of course, food. But I would say even before food, it's probably still sex.
Yeah, I think people.
Why
just,
is it a problem?
I'm gonna kill you and steal your wife.
Yeah, precisely. That was it. You dueled for a woman.
Yeah,
Now you go outside the bar and you do the same.
yeah.
Whoever gets knocked the fuck out doesn't get the chiquita. And now it's like you. I get it in some way if you have a very sober. What do you want to call it? I have the Danish word. Fuck my life. The very sober line of work. Then doing that is probably not. Then I wouldn't say it was okay, but to sports where, like I said, Sports Illustrated, you have, even a swimmer, all of them are half naked. What come on.
Now we go to we're saying the same topic more or less, but we go now that we touch that point,
Which one?
the morality about it. Okay, there is an OF girl named Sophie Rain. Sophie Rain is getting canceled in several social media threads and shit because she's 20 years old,
Okay.
but she looks like a 14 years old girl. But she's 20 years old, and she got $60 million last year. She made $60 million last year from OnlyFans. And she portrayed herself on all this OF content as a virgin underage girl.
Of course. Like we talked about.
Childish.
Yeah, but like we talked about the Rochelle thing, basically the same. You're having all these pedophiles or people with these dreams. You don't have to necessarily be a pedophile. I would say a pedophile is more if you actually act on things and but if you prey on somebody in a school outfit because you look 15 or 14, that's fucked up. But she's utilizing it so she's making money on what I don't think that she's necessarily thinking about what's the repercussions of that, because those
Some
freaks,
moral repercussion.
because those freaks are getting fed,
Yeah, but
they will still want more. And what's stopping them from not taking
she's
the next
20
step?
years old.
I know, but
She can
still,
do it.
you can still be fucking thoughtful and say, hey, what if she gets a kid tomorrow, and that kid, what's to stop those douchebags that are watching that and to somebody who looks underage and then actually going for somebody who is underage? Like, that's my problem, is that you're not. I understand you want to make money, I get it, but think about the repercussions of these freaks.
Yeah, but those freaks are gonna find content somehow.
Maybe.
Isn't better than that they get content, legal content from her, than that they force illegal content somewhere else.
But that's gonna happen anyways, because that's never enough. The dark web.
Yeah,
But
the dark web.
it's never gonna be enough. Shouldn't there be at least a register then of those people watching it?
No.
I feel like they should. Because the problem is,
she doesn't go to the camera and say, "Hi, hello, I'm 14 years old." She doesn't say that. She just dressed like a schoolgirl. But
but it's like saying some
she's
things
20
are
years
not.
old.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like saying some things are not implied.
Yeah. Yeah, but some things are not implied and some things are implied.
I'm just saying
In general.
you could at least make a note and say, okay, this guy is maybe a little deviant. What if this guy went to the other website? I forgot what it was called with the Rochelle girl.
The something army.
Yeah, Brand Army. What if that freak goes there? Then you
Maybe
you
he
see the
goes.
pattern. Yeah,
Maybe
but
he
that's what I mean.
goes.
That's what I mean. Then you see the pattern. Because there you're going to see underage. Literally seeing underage.
It's
That's
not
what I mean. Okay,
nudity,
we could at least have some.
but yeah.
Because we're tracking all this shit anyways. And I just feel like it would be such a it would be so much safer in the world if we think, okay, let's not promote. Like when I watch porn, I love this like stepsister, stepbrother bullshit. Would never do it myself, but I love watching it. But that doesn't mean it.
Me too.
Yeah, precisely.
Did you just put your dick on me?
But imagine that's not a deviant behavior because you're not family.
Sorry.
But is it a little quirky? Of course. It's a little fucked up, but it's a good fucked up. If I started watching, hey, I want to watch underage, looking underage or whatever, then you're fucked up.
Where do we draw the line?
That's
Where
the
did
problem.
you
That's
draw
the
the line?
That's the problem, and the internet is making everything so available. But even before that, people would just meet. At least that would be the nice part. If they actually met physically, you would have an easier chance to catch these freaks.
But you know that nowadays, because it's expensive, not everybody can pay that. But nowadays, you can
Well,
just buy
OnlyFans is cheap.
But you can buy a sex robot that looks like a 14-year-old schoolgirl and
I would
keep it at home.
But again, that's the thing. Is it actually?
It's not real.
Is it sorting the problem, or is it just making them thirsty for something real? That's the problem.
That's
How
it.
can you figure out? Are we fixing these people by saying, okay, now they can have this fucked up thing, or are we just feeding them? Think, no, it's just a robot. Now I want the real thing.
It might sound libertarian, what I'm gonna say, but everybody should.
That's why we're here.
Everybody should be innocent till proven guilty. If you don't do anything illegal, you shouldn't be judged.
But you know that's also an issue because you look at who I think it was the Boston Marathon. They had these people on a fucking list, and they let them go through. And after that, they blew up the fucking Boston Marathon.
I know.
And
I know.
it's with other things
It
that
also-
they have
it
these
also
people under the
happened-
loop.
It also happened in the terrorist attack in Las Ramblas. They had those guys on the list, and they couldn't do anything. Because they have it on the list, but they haven't done anything wrong. They know they are going to do something wrong at any point, but they haven't.
I know
You cannot put them in jail. They haven't.
No, I know, but that's the problem, right? Because you know they're there, and you can't have a man on everything. So you have to build like a priority list, and then out of that, that's like saying, okay, I want to go bet on a match right now because I know this team is gonna win, and then you lose, and that's the same thing.
That's the thing.
How do you know? And that's the problem. In my opinion, it's impossible without violating people's rights. So
Yes.
I don't want to. You can't do anything. We're all a little fucked up in some way.
I think the future is gonna be very, very different than what we are imagining.
CCTV, like in London, could be a way. And if you see people with shits over their face,
we're losing more and more liberty lately.
I know.
It's crazy.
But that's again, the question comes back to: is it for the better or for the worse? I don't know. I would say that we're human beings, and sadly, some people needs to get fucked up for the world to be better. And
It's like taxes.
We're demonic.
It's like taxes. I'm paying my taxes. I pay my taxes without any problem. But every time I go outside, the street is perfect. Everything is clean. There is no crime. Police is always checking. You feel.
If
you
paying
feel
taxes
nice.
meant that there was no crime,
No, but
I'll pay more taxes.
yeah, but it's
The understanding.
yeah. But then I pay my taxes, and I go outside, and the
You got
fucking
fucked
city
up.
is fucked up and dirty. I get
Where's
I
the
get
money?
robbed in a corner, and then you see on TV, oh, this politician did this, and they found a Swiss account with 45 million euros, and dude, I don't want to pay fucking taxes.
No.
How are some governments, not all of them, because I know, for example, in Denmark you pay a lot of taxes in Denmark,
Of course.
but things work.
As
They're
much
not
as they can.
perfect. They are not perfect, but things work. Denmark, Copenhagen is clean. It's safe.
Agreed.
It's safe. Yeah, you might have the perception that it's not safe in certain areas, but even like that, I was walking alone, drunk, at 1 a.m. Fucking wet.
You didn't feel-
because fucking Annabelle throw the glass.
But you didn't
accidentally
feel
on me.
unsafe.
No. I was feeling like, Jesus, this is fucking dark in here.
Really?
Yeah. But it was alone. It was too quiet. So it was like, oh, shit. If that happened to me in America, I shut my pants. but I knew this is Denmark. Nothing will happen. And I went to my hotel, dude. I walked 45 minutes. Nothing happened. Same in Estonia.
Not here though. Cyprus is
Sadly
not
not
proven.
in Cyprus. Sadly not in Spain. But I understand Cyprus, dude.
You're only paying a very low amount of
Very
taxes.
low taxes.
So you get what you get.
So you have the street fucked up outside. Okay. Don't complain. You're paying almost no taxes. You go to Spain. You're paying 5 times more, and you have it more or less the same.
You know what I do enjoy? You need a little anarchy to get control. Because if you
Yes.
don't have the people pushing the boundaries, you're not going to go anywhere better either. I think the rules are, by definition, meant to be broken. And I enjoy doing that myself. I think it's, once you break the rules, you also figure out what you feel is right and wrong. Every individual person don't have the same thoughts and the same opinions about everything. So I would say, in my opinion, it's just, we just gotta fucking go through life. And there is, I don't really think we can ever perfect anything. We cannot. Dude, you could have sex with the same woman 10,000 times in a row, and the first time she goes out, fuck another one, he might do the right thing. But you've been doing it for 1,000 times. Doesn't make you, like, it never becomes perfect.
There is a law.
Shit, I am getting red.
You are fucking red. There is a law.
Perfect,
I think
I'm
it's in
happy.
the United States that they call it the Romeo and Juliet law. But also in Spain, in certain countries, it applies. For example, a grown-up man cannot have consensual sexual relationships with a girl of 15 years old. Okay, but if you are 19 and your girlfriend is 15, that 4 years gap make it legal. So because probably the girl was 14 and he was or 13 and he was 17 and they started the relationship. 2 years later, he is above 18 and she is still underage. I mean, what are you gonna do? No, I gotta break up with you because the law said that. No, they created a law with that. If there is only a maximum 4 years gap, it is still legal. So in certain countries, that shit doesn't exist.
Yeah, I know.
In certain countries, if you are 18 and your girlfriend is 17, you can be fucked up for real. For real. So, yeah, we trust in our politicians blindly, apparently, that they are fucking geniuses or something, and they are creating the perfect atmosphere for us, like you right now.
Perfect atmosphere.
Yeah. The thing is, again, till where do you draw the line of what is correct and what is not correct? What gives you the power or the right to to determine what is correct and what isn't.
You know what? I prefer not because I would say that it's better for me. I
You
don't,
can get canceled. You don't want to say it, right?
No, I really don't care.
It is like with meat. We eat cows, we eat pigs, we eat chickens. Sometimes we eat rabbit, goats.
What's happening over there?
Yeah, I don't know. But we don't eat cats and dogs. In some countries they do.
Yeah, but it implied. It's not illegal to do it. I'm guessing.
Okay.
I don't really care. I don't really care.
Talking about boundaries.
Oh my god.
Talking about these
So
boundaries.
we're just reading the fucking daily news.
No. Well, these are news, but they have things to do with the subject, dude. Did you just fart?
You didn't know?
Jesus fucking Christ!
I thought that's what he was talking about. You said the perfect atmosphere. I thought that's what you meant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but now I'm smelling. Jesus fucking Christ!
I thought he,
Oh,
I thought he heard. I thought he heard it because he was saying
Yeah, because he said, ew.
perfect atmosphere. So he was talking about the
dude,
perfect
this studio has no windows, dude. What the fuck?
and he was talking about the perfect atmosphere. So I thought he was on it.
I have two more subjects.
Oh my god.
Last of today's episode. Well, no.
Go.
Okay. Annie Knight.
What?
Annie Knight.
I have no idea.
It's
what
a Australian OF girl
okay.
that had to be hospitalized
500 dudes.
after doing 583 men challenge.
I think it's disgusting. But how long? Over how long?
The same day.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
That is fucking disgusting.
Yep, it was a line, one behind each other, keeping it hard. So go, oh, I come, then next one.
So they came in her.
Oh, they had a condom. But yeah, basically, the thing is fucking all the guys.
is fucking
making
disgusting.
come 583.
That is disgusting.
She doesn't have the record. The record had another girl with 1,000 and something.
That's disgusting.
It's a
That's
challenge.
disgusting for both. Why would you stand in a line? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, let's say
How fucking desperate can you be?
yeah, but yeah, for money, dude. Or I understand the guys somehow.
Just imagine being 499 and you're like, hey, you just see guy after fucking guy after fucking guy.
Yeah,
be like,
but imagine this. You are subscribed to this girl. You see her every fucking day.
fans.
Of course, they were fans. You see her every fucking day. You like her. You see her eyes.
It was you that wrote that on her profile.
Something like
You
that.
and me, remember we had that conversation about how a butthole looked like?
Yeah, and you get obsessed with those girls, I guess, and then you want to fuck her, and you don't mind be 485 in line.
Okay. And then I get it, but it's still disgusting.
Yeah. Those men didn't get paid. That her payment was introducing their dicks in her vagina somehow, and she
Imagine
was-
how tired that one would be afterwards. Yeah, literally. It's like the Swedish pizza, man. It would be like. It would be like. Fuck my life.
The thing is that she was very in danger. She almost died. She was bleeding internally.
Oh my god, I don't want to go.
But what was the purpose? Just
It's a challenge.
who challenged?
That it's like in TikTok, dude. Some stupid challenge of.
Oh, there's a bunch of people that almost died and have died from the fucking
the
challenge.
challenge of eating dishwasher capsules, and they almost died. You gotta be fucking.
Of course they are. They're retards.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? well, the
she,
same.
She challenged herself to have sex with 500 guys.
No. She wanted 1,000 and something. She wanted to break the record of the other one, but after 583, she gotta stop. She was dying. The thing is, they do it because then they have the record. They become more popular. They are in.
But why not
in
just
the
make your
news,
boobs bigger?
trending?
Just make your boobs bigger.
No, a lot of girls have big
Jesus
boobs.
fucking Christ. I know. But, dude, I saw an Instagram post not too long ago, also by a girl who were proudly announcing to the world that she had sex with more than, I think, 500 guys, but it was in a year at least. You go, girl. If you want to fucking do it, but in a day.
I have a challenge for these girls. That wouldn't put them in this kind of risk. Jerk off 1,000 guys in a day. With your hands.
1,000 green pie.
Yeah. Get a bukkake from 1,000 guys. Then
Or-
you take a shower and bye-bye.
Or 1,000 guys.
Don't drink it.
What about a 1,000 guy rim job?
Oh, that's too much.
But getting internally bombarded is better?
No.
Rim
No.
job is the butthole.
Yeah, but still getting something internal, you know.
Yeah, but the tongue is better than the dick in that regard, at least. How much damage can a tongue do? It's already wet,
Yeah.
and it's not that very long.
I can.
It's not like fucking 1,000 Gene Simmons.
But the thing is, put the 1,000 guys
Ah.
in a pool. Put yourself in the bottom of the pool, an empty pool, and put the 1,000 guys around, and they come all over you. And
But just
I have
im- just-
semen of 1,000 people all over me. Yeah, new record, world record. Then you will be in the news, and you won't fucking bleed to death.
Just imagine if you're one of the guys in front. What about the guys from behind?
Oh yeah.
You don't want to back out there. You be like, oh, nope. Wrong hole.
What happened if all those guys are coming in this pool where the girl is, and you slip and fall?
Oh, that would be amazing
God.
shit. I would not participate in something like that. Even if I was fucked up on money, I would never ever say, okay, fuck 1,000 girls in a night. My dick wouldn't even handle that. I think one girl is more than enough, maybe for 2 nights. Jesus.
For
I'd be
2
tired.
nights.
Jesus, just imagine you would have to be hopped on fucking Viagra and shit.
Well, that's an extreme challenge.
What's the last
she
subject?
got fucked up. No,
Yeah.
it's almost the last. The Twitch is banning this.
Hot jacuzzi?
No,
Huh.
but this very explicit, but not explicit. It's like people that is trying to sell sex without having sex. You know?
So they're pushing the boundaries.
Yes.
They're closing the boundaries.
People that is pushing the boundary, Twitch are banning. Is banning them. Again.
But it's owned by Amazon, that's why.
Yeah, but look, this is a girl, very famous girl named Mork Pie. And she streams, and production will include a picture when this is published. We'll include this picture and show it to everybody. She streams Fortnite like this. This is
On her butt cheeks?
yeah, those are green panties, and she used it as a green screen.
You can't do it anymore?
No, because the video game is projected on her butt cheeks.
Oh my god.
I understand that she's doing that because she wants attention, she
course.
wants more followers, she wants money coming from the
I think it's clever.
subscriptions and shit. I think it's amazingly clever.
I think it's fucking clever.
But I don't see nudity here.
But it's because you can imagine. Oh, she's technically naked. Well, not technically.
So it's not allowed to imagine anymore, to
Nope.
to have imagination.
They want to control your thoughts, bruh.
So you cannot close your eyes and jerk off anymore, thinking that you are fucking Megan Fox.
No. They want to control your thoughts too, man.
What do you think? Do you think this is morally incorrect?
As long as it's 18 plus, no.
Is 18 plus?
Then no. 18 plus
in
is
Twitch. That's also one thing. Skipping the 18 plus bullshit in Twitch is very easy. It's very, very easy. Are you 18? Yes. Then you skip it, even if you are underage.
Yeah, but again, that's not the content creators' problem. That's the platform's problem. Because they're not enforcing. What is the content creator supposed to do to stop them?
And again,
Are you sure you're 18? That's like going to a club. You pick up a girl. She says, I'm 21. Okay. You look 21. Let's go.
same.
I'm going to ask for a fucking ID
Yeah.
and a birth certificate. And like, what the fuck? Did you lose all your milk teeth? Let me see.
They want to do that nowadays, Dennis.
Oh, my fucking God.
They want you to plug your ID card in the computer or do a face ID verification.
do that.
If you want to watch porn and shit like that. In some countries are working on those laws. Actually, right now in the UK,
I'll go on the dark web.
Yeah,
before that's
but in the
gonna happen.
UK, there is a new law that if you wanna publish adult content, you need to stick yourself to certain rules and certain verifications. So, I want to watch porn in the UK. I gotta validate my ID when I create the account with the website, with one of these applications like Ondato, like Shufti something.
Oh my God. Imagine you're sitting there with your dick in your hand and you're like, oh shit, now I got to do this for 10 minutes.
No, but you do it once, then you have
Yeah,
the
I
account
know.
verified.
I got it.
But you gotta do over and over for every single website. So you gotta do it in Pornhub and Xvideos.
I'm never moving to a fucking. Thank God I only use Pornhub, but I'm never moving to a country where I have to
I use
verify to watch
Xvideos.
porn. If I ever have to verify to use porn, I'm starting fucking the Pirate Bay up again. I'm gonna fucking download that shit.
That's what these kind of policies
They're
are
create
gonna
that.
bring. Things like Pirate Bay again,
Yep.
email, peer-to-peer exchanges and shit. This,
And the dark web.
yes, that's what it's like.
It's only fueling
I'm
that.
gonna ban prostitution. Next day, all the streets are full of prostitutes because they cannot advertise online. They cannot
So
advertise on papers
they
and
have
shit.
to be out there.
Now they are,
Yep.
they are on the
And
street.
in a lot of
They need
countries,
customers.
in a lot of countries, it's not illegal for the girl. It's only illegal to buy.
Yeah,
It's fucking
yeah,
retarded.
because the girl is just there.
Yeah.
But if you go,
No,
hey,
but I
can I
mean,
have sex with you? I
in-
pay you.
in
You
Sweden-
are soliciting.
In Sweden, if you buy a hooker, you can go to jail, but the girl will be free. Fine.
Of course.
She's not doing anything illegal.
No, you are the
Because I'm
the
paying
bad
for it.
person.
Yes.
You are the bad person
Yes.
that you are abusing of how wealthy you are to introduce your dick on that vagina.
And with that said,
You are mean. Oh, do you consider an infidelity following?
that's your last subject.
Yes, this is the last
Online fidelity.
online infidelity.
I
Yeah.
remember we talked about that
You
shit.
follow this girl that is, well, I know you don't, but
Well, for
let's
her,
say
yes.
You follow a girl that is streaming Fortnite on her butt cheeks.
No.
You follow a paid
There's a
subscription.
sexual undertone, but it's not sexually implied that it's
You-
sex.
you follow
She would
with a paid subscription an OF model.
She would think so, yes. For her, if I like another girl's photo, she sees it as that.
But she's Russian
I know.
and she's very jealous always. So
She sees me as
No, wait.
liking other girls' images.
But you-
as no.
if she follows a being in OnlyFans paid
She's-
subscription
she-
because
if
she
she wa-
likes that guy,
Yeah, but this is if she wants to watch
It's a
porn, go for it.
fantasy.
Yeah, but if you want to watch porn, watch porn. I don't fucking care. Why is it
There's
my
a
problem?
difference. I'm gonna say it. Big
then I want to fuck her.
No, listen. If it's a porn star, anything with porn, OnlyFans model, that is not relate. That is not.
So if they're
existing-
famous,
listen,
it's okay if they're famous?
No, listen. If they don't exist in your personal life, actually, then it
I
doesn't
wish.
matter.
Shit, I wish I had porn stars in my fucking midst.
No,
I
but
would-
she's talking.
you
She's
get
talking.
If you
If
like,
you
Imagine the
like-
fucking
if you
parties
like
outside,
a
man.
girl's picture that is working with you, no, and you did it. So this is something that's wrong. But if it's a porn star, she's never gonna be with you.
You don't know that.
I haven't subscribed.
You always say my dick is so big. So you don't know.
I haven't subscribed. I have never subscribed to
No,
an
never
OnlyFans
actually
account.
used the site.
I have never used the site.
I've gone because oh my god, on Instagram you get spam with these people. You have
Yeah.
a new like, then I look, then I check sometimes. Just to
Yes,
see.
I check, but I haven't subscribed. Never.
No.
But I have been very close to subscribe twice, just to check pictures. Not subscribing like, oh my god, I'm gonna follow this girl because oh it's so hot. No. But just to I wanna watch. Oh nice. Well, your mom dance. Bye. I will do it. I will do it.
But how is it
out of
different from
curiosity.
going to Brazzers, which is a paid site? I don't understand. What's the difference? There's
I
no
don't-
difference. You want to pay to watch premium content of
It's
porn?
because sometimes we
Yeah, but you can like
humans,
one-
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
but
men.
What if you
humans.
like one specific? I don't know her
Yes.
fucking name right now.
Sasha Grey?
Yeah, let's say that, and she's on Brazzers. You go watch only her porn videos. How is that different from signing up to her fucking OnlyFans and watch all her
Yes.
content? There should be no difference.
It shouldn't.
No, precisely.
I don't consider that if you, as she said, as the producer said, if it's someone that is online, is there, and is not part of your life, I think it's not an infidelity. I think that it will be an
Infidel.
Yeah, I think it will be an infidelity if you subscribe to the OnlyFans of, I don't know, the neighbor. It's someone that
Why?
you see every day.
I don't know the
I don't
person.
know because you get obsessed.
If
and
it's the neighbor, it's gonna be creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
There's no fucking windows or doors and that shit.
yeah.
Then I get why she has the fucking
or,
OnlyFans.
or you subscribe to the OnlyFans of
Ow.
a co-worker. That's no. I think there are differences there because if it's someone that is close to you and you are obsessed with that person, so obsessed that you want to see her naked, that you want to see her having sex, that you
But then it's a different thing.
it's because your
I-
mind is
It's because it's obtainable.
it's
The
obtainable.
owner's unobtainable. That means
Yes.
I might never see that girl, but that girl
Yes.
I see. I get the idea, but if you work with somebody and you want to see them naked and they have an OnlyFans, you don't have to necessarily sign up every month or pay every month or whatever. If you do it once, why is it?
Yeah.
You need spank.
Yeah, but
You need
but,
spank bank
but,
material.
But if you are like obsessed,
Of course.
crazy,
But then
it's,
you're also then you're emotional
attached.
invested in
Precisely.
something that you could potentially get because it's here.
It's precisely what
But
I was
being-
gonna say.
I would say we always said that you and me are agreeing on that one. If you're emotional invested,
Yes,
then you're cheating.
then you're cheating. It's like
It's like the worst.
it's like going to the strip club. Yeah, the girl is dancing on your lap. She's hot. I am not in love with this girl. I don't consider that shit an infidelity. Even fucking whores, hookers. Yes, but you won't see that bitch never again.
Even if you do, you don't give a shit about her.
No.
So I would say the emotional part is the biggest thing for me.
The
like,
emotional part for
like
me
I told
is
you-
also the infidelity is in the emotional
Yes.
part.
Like I told you with my ex was that I was living in the US, she was living in Sweden, and that's why I suggested it, that if I could go out, meet somebody and just have casual. She said yes, but the reverse was that she wanted to have some guy to talk to. And I was like, no, because that's worse.
Of
You're
course.
going to have an emotional tie. I'm going to have no fucking emotional tie
Of
whatsoever
course.
motherfucking
Go
ever.
and fuck someone that you
Yes.
met, that you just met,
Yes.
and never see him again. I'm with you.
But somebody you want to talk to every day or every other day.
no, I don't. I am not subscribing to this OnlyFans account, or
I don't wanna be her best
I'm not
friend.
hooking around to have a friend, to
Yeah.
have a girlfriend. No, no, I'm
Exactly.
doing it just because I
Yeah,
don't know,
in the
dude.
moment. In the moment.
Yeah, in a moment of heat. No, no, no. It's because I don't want to fucking die tomorrow regretting that I didn't fucking off, you know?
I agree. I would say that again for me. It's just. Oh my God, life is.
So
life is
we have now just as a conclusion
a recap.
for today's subjects. As a conclusion, we have a major double standard issue, but it's a major issue because you can online we are predators, but in person we are PC.
Of course,
Yeah,
because it's easier.
but-
It's like keyboard warrior. Online, you're like, and when you meet the person, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, but in reality, what is happening is even worse because you have these feminist groups, for example, that they are against prostitution, against prostitution. But at the same time,
Karens. I
but-
love Karens.
yeah, but at the same time, they are the opposite to against. Sorry, my English is not perfect. You have noticed that.
What are you trying to say?
They're supporting freedom
Of course.
for women. So you support the freedom for women, and that woman wants to be a prostitute. No, then
Well,
I
yeah.
don't support you.
Yeah.
So
It's easier.
it's no double standards. We're talking about triple or four.
I hate
multiple
when, I hate
standards.
when people, it doesn't matter the gender, they take on their what do you want to call it? Their priorities, their understandings, their what? The fuck?
No, because I was taking this.
She thought you were grabbing your own ass.
Yeah,
What the fuck
I
are
was
you thinking?
I was fingering myself.
Oh, that's why you have some brown on the
Yeah.
finger. Nice. Chocolate.
Oh yeah, Nutella.
No, but they take their own. Let's just say priorities for now. They take it on them to defend or fight for others who don't want or necessarily need them. So they go in here, stand in front of this person, and they start yelling.
Yeah,
And this person thinking, "What the fuck are you doing? I don't need you. I can handle myself.
yeah.
You don't need to fight my case." I think it's beautiful if you do it for the ones who can't fight or won't fight. Yes, go for that. Work for them. Don't generalize because not every woman needs a savior, and not every man.
It's like
Needs-
Black Lives Matter. Yes, Black Lives Matters.
Of course.
But all life matters too. I mean, no, yes, because the cops killed the black guys. Yeah, but that's in America. But in Europe, cops kill white guys.
You know-
And in Asia, they kill the Chinese guys. So Black Lives Matters. What about everybody else's lives? Every life matters.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm tired.
I'm happy if black people fight for black people if they want to do it like that, like
Okay.
a race. Perfect. That's perfect. White people should stay the fuck out of that. Not because it's the right thing to do. It's just they need if you want to build it a race, let a race do it. Then because again, I'm technically considered white. Because
Technically,
I'm
motherfucker,
Scandinavian.
you're fucking blue eyes. Of course, you're white.
You are Spanish,
No.
which means you are, and you're born in Venezuela, so you are, by my definitions, Latino.
I am.
So we are two different
I am
races.
not Latino. Yes, I am Latino.
We
not
too-
Latin American.
I know, but you and me are technically two different
Yeah,
races.
but my mom and my
that's
dad are
ridiculous.
Spanish. And my 4 grandfathers. I'm white. I'm Caucasian. I know that you don't understand that, but it's different. Hispanic, an Hispanic person must have consanguineal genes or whatever of Latin American indigenous. Those are Hispanics.
Hispanics.
Latinos are from Spain, Portugal, France, Romania, Italy, Moldova, I know Malta. Those are Latinos.
Anyways,
Latin Americans. are
We
different.
don't need a history lesson. It was more that, like you said, all life matters. Yes, and that's why I always say I try to look at this world with no race. We're all the same.
That's why you always want to take all the deals in the company that comes from Denmark, because you
No,
support
that's
your.
nationalism. That's nothing to do with white, because some of them are,
Yeah.
Turkish, Danish, or black Danish. I don't know what the fuck to call everything.
No, it happened to me.
but
the
that's
same.
what I mean,
When I
like,
see Spanish people or
Ev-
Venezuelans,
of course,
I
I
go
know,
crazy.
I get it, and that's what I'm saying is like all life matters, and I get it. I'm not gonna talk out about people saying Black Lives Matters. I think it's amazing. Go for it. But overall, all life matters, and I don't think anybody should be shot by the police. Just the definition of a skin color or
Yeah.
batted. In Spain, they fuck up everybody. It doesn't matter your nationality.
They don't give a
They,
fuck.
they don't give a shit if you're black or
If-
you're white or,
or
you're
Spanish
yellow
or Arab.
Yeah,
The
I've seen them.
police will fuck you up.
I've seen them slap fucking everything around British people, Danish people, Spanish
Gypsies.
people, black people, gypsies.
Jesus.
They don't give a shit. So
No.
like the
Americans complain about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
police officers, but they don't know Spain.
Precisely.
and again, I love Spain. Really, I really do. And Spanish people, I just say it. I just mention it that every time while we're working, I have the opportunity to get a customer that is from Spain. I go crazy. I want that, like you do with the Danish people.
of course.
It's normal. It's because I really love Spain and the Spanish people, but some things are very wrong in Spain right now. But I notice the same is happening not only in Spain. It happens a lot in Hungary, Czech Republic, Italy. There are several countries, and also in Estonia, I notice a little bit of that
course.
because they have this internal dispute between the Estonians and the Russian Estonians.
But I will also say this: like when I was in Estonia, the black people mainly went with the black people. I never managed to
Yes.
get anybody.
Yes.
And I think I wanted that. Like I always wanted a gay friend because I heard they're amazing. I wanted a black friend because I want to. It would be nice learning. Maybe
The guy we went party with Lucas the other day, Misha.
Michi is nice.
It was
Michi is
amazing.
nice, yeah.
We should bring him here because he works in the adult industry.
OnlyFans.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, he's not an actor, but he's a manager of models.
Anyways, time.
I want to finish today's episode.
Yes, we're done.
Well, thank you for watching. Remember to share, subscribe. No. To like, subscribe, comment, and to share. Because sharing.
It's gay. No, just kidding. It's caring. And yeah, comments. I rather want comments.
I want
than
your
anything.
opinion.
I want all the comments. Comments I
These
can
are
get.
very, very fucked up subjects because people. I mean, it's like 50%
And we're very
of the
strongly
people.
opinionated,
Yes, everybody's very strongly opinionated about this.
Including us.
Yes. I am a fan of freedom. So
Freedom!
if you don't do anything illegal, then
It's legal.
yes.
Peace!
Yes. A fan of freedom. So
Freedom!